In 2000, Pets.com spent $300 million in just 268 days and died. Webvan raised $800 million, bankrupt in 2 years. eToys was valued at $8 billion, gone in 18 months. But Amazon, down 95%. Microsoft, down 65%. They survived. They thrived. Today, we're in an AI gold rush, $200 billion invested in 2023 alone. Everyone's building AI tools. Everyone promises AGI is just around the corner. But here's the brutal truth. When this bubble pops, and history says it will, 90% of these companies will vanish. I'm going to show you exactly which ones will survive, why, and what they're doing differently. Stick with me for 15 minutes, and you'll understand the AI landscape better than 99% of investors. Let's dive in. Let me take you back to March 10th, 2000. The NASDAQ hits 5,048. Tech stocks are flying. A 22-year-old with a .com in their business plan can raise $10 million in a week. Familiar? Here's what happened next. Between 2000 and 2002, $5 trillion in market value evaporated. $5 trillion. But let me tell you something fascinating. The companies that survived didn't just survive, they became the most valuable companies on Earth. The survivors. Amazon, down 95% from peak. Stock at $6. Today, $3,000 plus per share. Microsoft lost $300 billion in value. Today, $3 trillion company. Cisco, down 86%, survived and dominated networking. eBay, down 70%, still here, still profitable. The dead. Pets.com burned through $300 million in 9 months, had a Super Bowl ad, zero revenue model. Webvan, $800 million raised, built infrastructure before proving demand, bankrupt in 2 years. eToys, $8 billion valuation, couldn't compete with Amazon, dead by 2001. Boo.com, $135 million spent in 18 months on a fashion site that loaded too slowly. So what separated the winners from the losers? 3 things. Write these down. 1. Real revenue, not just growth. Amazon was selling books, real products, real money. Sure, they weren't profitable yet, but revenue was real and growing. Pets.com, they lost money on every sale, selling $20 dog food bags and spending $30 on shipping and marketing. That's not a business, that's a bonfire of investor cash. 2. Platform economics, not feature products. Microsoft had Windows and Office, millions of users locked in, high switching costs, network effects. eBay connected buyers and sellers. The more users, the more valuable it became. Amazon built infrastructure, warehouses, logistics, customer data. These were moats. Meanwhile, thousands of companies built websites that did one thing: no defensibility, no moat. They were features pretending to be companies. 3. Discipline over hype. The survivors cut costs when the crash came. Jeff Bezos laid off 15% of staff in 2001. Painful but necessary. Microsoft already had positive cash flow. They weathered the storm. The dead companies, they kept spending like the party would never end. When funding dried up, they had nothing left. Now, let's talk about AI. Is AI a bubble? Let me show you the data. $200 billion invested in AI companies in 2023. Over 10,000 AI startups launched since ChatGPT. 65% of Fortune 500 companies claim to use AI. Average AI startup valuation up 300% in 18 months. But here's what concerns me. Most AI companies have no revenue. Those with revenue, $1 million in revenue, $100 million valuation. That's a 100x multiple. For context, Google trades at 6x revenue, Microsoft at 12x.
ChatGPT wrapper companies raising millions with zero moat. The warning signs. Sign number 1. Everyone's AI-powered. Just like every company added .com in 1999, every company now adds AI to their pitch. Coffee maker, AI-powered. Toothbrush, AI-optimized. Dog collar, AI-enhanced. This is classic bubble behavior. Sign number 2. Infrastructure overbuilding. NVIDIA is selling GPUs like hotcakes. Companies are buying compute they don't need yet, betting on future demand. Sound familiar? In 1999, companies laid millions of miles of fiber optic cable. Most of it went unused for a decade. Sign number 3. This time is different. In every bubble, people say this. The internet is revolutionary. It was, but that didn't stop the crash. Now, AI is different. It's AGI. It's transformative. They're right. AI is transformative. But that doesn't mean every AI company deserves a billion-dollar valuation.
Here's my prediction. Between 2026 and 2028, we'll see an AI correction. Not because AI isn't real, it absolutely is, but because the market is pricing in perfection for companies with no moats. So, which companies will survive? Let me break down the survivors into 3 categories. Category 1, the infrastructure layer. These are the picks and shovels of the AI gold rush. NVIDIA. Not just selling GPUs, they're building the entire AI computing stack. CUDA software locks customers in. 95% market share in AI chips. Real revenue, $60+ billion annually. Real profits, $30+ billion. Moat, software ecosystem plus hardware dominance. Microsoft. Azure AI services growing 100% year over year. $13 billion investment in OpenAI gives them exclusive access. Office 365 plus AI equals $200 billion opportunity. Already profitable, $210 billion in annual revenue. Moat, enterprise lock-in plus distribution. Amazon, AWS, 30% of all cloud infrastructure, training 80% of Fortune 500 companies on AI. Bedrock platform for AI deployment, $90 billion annual AWS revenue. Moat, existing enterprise relationships plus scale. Google, built the transformer architecture, the T in GPT. DeepMind, world-class AI research. Search gives them unlimited data. TPU chips for internal use. Moat, proprietary research and data advantage. Why they'll survive? They're not AI companies, they're infrastructure companies using AI. When the bubble pops, businesses will still need cloud, chips, and platforms. These companies print cash today. Category 2, the application layer with moats. These companies apply AI but have real defensibility. OpenAI, if they survive their own drama. ChatGPT, 100 million plus weekly active users. API business, thousands of companies integrated. Brand recognition, ChatGPT equals Google for AI. Risk, burning $5+ billion yearly, needs revenue model. Moat, if they survive, user lock-in and brand. Anthropic, Claude, enterprise focus from day one. Safety-first approach appeals to regulated industries. $7 billion valuation, but backed by Amazon, Google. Moat, enterprise trust and partnerships. Scale AI, data labeling and curation. Defense contracts with U.S. military. $7 billion valuation, actually profitable. Moat, government contracts and data quality. Databricks, data platform for AI training. $43 billion valuation, $2 billion revenue. Path to profitability clear. Moat, data infrastructure lock-in. Stripe, AI for payments. Using AI to fight fraud, not to be an AI company. $70 billion valuation, $17 billion revenue run rate. Profitable, disciplined. Moat, network effects and payments. Why they'll survive? They have real revenue, real customers, and defensible moats. AI improves their product. It's not their entire identity.
Here's where it gets interesting. The biggest winners might not be AI companies at all. Palantir, government plus enterprise data analytics. AI is just another tool in their stack. $40+ billion valuation, actually profitable. Why? They solve real problems AI enhances. Snowflake, cloud data warehousing. AI companies need them to store training data. $50+ billion valuation, growing revenue. Why? Infrastructure for AI, not of AI. ServiceNow, enterprise workflow automation, adding AI to existing workflows. Over $150 billion valuation, profitable. Why? AI makes existing product 10x better. Adobe, Firefly AI for creators, integrated into tools people already pay for. $200 billion company, always profitable. Why? AI enhances, doesn't replace core business. The pattern? These companies were already successful. AI makes them better. It's not their entire story.
Now let me tell you who won't make it. And if you're building an AI startup, listen carefully. The dead companies, 2026 to 2028. ChatGPT wrapper companies. We put a UI on top of GPT-4. Zero moat. OpenAI can build your feature in a weekend. 90% will be dead within 2 years. AI consultancies with no productization. Selling AI implementation services. Not scalable, no recurring revenue. When budgets tighten, consultants get cut first. Overfunded AI research labs. Raised $100 million to do research. No product, no revenue, no path to monetization. VCs will stop funding AGI research when returns disappear. Single-use case AI tools. AI for email subject lines. AI for restaurant menus. These are features, not companies. Big tech will bundle them for free. Hardware AI gadgets. Remember the Humane AI pin? $700, terrible reviews, returned en masse. Rabbit R1, same story. Hardware is hard. Hardware plus AI plus unproven use case? Death.
If your business model is, we use GPT-4 to, you don't have a business. You have a feature waiting to be commoditized.
So you're building an AI company. How do you survive? Here's your playbook, the same rules that saved Amazon, Microsoft, and the dot-com survivors. Rule 1. Build a moat, not a feature. Ask yourself, can OpenAI, Google, or Microsoft build this in 3 months? If yes, you're in trouble. Real moats in AI, proprietary data they can't access, network effects, more users equals better product, switching costs, integrated into customer workflows, regulatory approval, healthcare, finance, defense, brand trust in high-stakes decisions. Rule 2. Prove unit economics before scaling. Stop the grow-at-all-costs mentality. Can you acquire a customer for less than they'll pay you over 3 years? If not, stop scaling. Fix the model first. Pets.com died because they never fixed this. Don't be Pets.com. Rule 3. Path to profitability. Investors will stop funding AI research. They want businesses. You need to show, when will you be cash flow positive? What's your gross margin? Aim for 70% plus. Can you survive 18 months without new funding? If you can't answer these, the crash will kill you. Rule 4. Solve real problems, not cool demos. We built an AI that writes poetry. Cool. Who pays for that? The winners solve expensive problems, reducing fraud, Stripe, analyzing intelligence data, Palantir, automating repetitive work, ServiceNow. Make sure someone's budget has a line item you can replace. Rule 5. Raise capital now, cut costs later. If you're fundable today, raise now. In 2026-2027, funding will dry up, but also build a lean operation. When the bubble pops, you'll need to cut 30 to 50% of costs overnight. Can your company survive that? Look, I love AI. It's the most transformative technology of our lifetime. But that doesn't mean every AI company deserves to exist. The winners will be disciplined, focused, and solving real problems. The losers will be chasing hype.
Here's the beautiful truth. The dot-com crash didn't kill the internet. It killed bad businesses and made room for great ones. Amazon wouldn't be Amazon without surviving 2000 to 2002. That crucible forced discipline. The AI crash, when it comes, will do the same thing. It'll wipe out the noise and leave us with the companies that actually matter. So which companies will survive? The ones building infrastructure, the ones with real moats, the ones solving expensive problems, the ones that can operate profitably. And if you're building an AI company, focus on those fundamentals. Build something defensible. Prove your economics. Prepare for the storm. Because when the dust settles, the real AI revolution will just be beginning. If this video helped you understand the AI landscape, hit that subscribe button. Next week, I'm breaking down which AI jobs will survive automation. You won't want to miss it. I'll see you in the next one.